Hi guys, that's Dorota Palicka, International Nail Artist and Educator here, and I'm in with Emma. We are going to do the wedding nails. Obviously they look funny at the moment. We was laughing. That's them done. I have left couple nails just so I can show you what I'm doing on them. So they have been on quite long time, and they have been a kind of, I don't know, rounded shape. We don't like those shape anyway. So we are going to change it to an almond shape to make them nice and pretty. I'm just removing some old gel polish from those nails. Then blend the product around the cuticle area. They have been on, how many weeks did you have them? 5.
I think maybe just over 5.
Yeah, so they have grown quite a lot. They've been on for over 5 weeks. Was it Olivia or Agnieszka?
Olivia.
Oh, and they were done by Olivia. So they lasted really well. I mean, obviously, I can see it. I've got some lifting in there. So I need to make sure it is all completely gone. And also I need to make sure we improve the shape of those nails. Because I prefer on Emma definitely almond shape rather than this rounded shape. I feel her nails looks much more slimmer and nicer. I'm also removing any excess of the product which might be on the end. Plus on this nail, because we are going to do kind of layered design, I need to file almost all product off, just so it doesn't look bulky when I'm building up the design. I have jumped from nail to nail because I need to remove the lifting which is there. And if I would file too long in one space, I could cause a hit and this wouldn't feel nice. So I'm swapping. And again swapping. So this way your client feels much more comfier. I'm here almost right at the natural nail, so I need to slow down when I'm filing, and I'm more careful of a kind of brushing motion because those loose product might jump, but I want to cut it off. That's plenty. The rest I would hand file it and then thin this one. So much thinner. And that's my nails filed, so I can swap into the hand filing to prepare them for the rebalance. And first of all, we need to make them nice almond shape. So I'm filing one side, other side, to get them a little bit more pointy. Get rid of this loose product here. Again, give the nail a rest so you don't produce the heat. Lifted it up from underneath because the index finger got the tendency to grow down, so I'm filing from a little bit from the underneath to lift it up. And I already much prefer the shape to it. Okay, scratch the surface of the nail plate. And then this nail is ready for a product application. Do the same on this one. So one side, other side. Lift it up a little bit. blend the old product. Fix the shape. And then scratch the natural nail. Okay, remove the dust. Dehydrate with the blue scrub, so I'm just dehydrating the nail plate on those 3 nails. An extra nail dehydrator. Wait for it to dry, and then universal air bond, which gives a really great adhesion of the product to the natural nail. You don't have to apply it to the old product. I'm just applying it on the nail plate. Again, wait for it to dry a little bit, and then we are going to start build up those beautiful nails. So for a change, I'm going to use the Cover Nude gel, and this one is slightly darker, stronger than the Perfect Rose gel, and I think it looks absolutely awesome as well on its own, and that's what we have decided for. But on this nail, we need to do the design. So what I'm doing is I have picked up a very small scoop of the product, just a tiny way bit in there, and I'm applying a very nice and thin layer here. It's a really beautiful color, like much stronger coverage. Then this nail is going to be just a gel on its own in matte. So I'm just applying nice and thin layer, and then I'm going to cure it. Do the same on this one, so really nice and thin layer, just so we've got some base, so the design is not directly onto the nail plate, because later on when we file, you don't want to file the nail plate if the product is intact. Okay, then wait a couple seconds, and then we can swap the hands. Perfect change. Okay, on this nail I can start already painting the first layer of the design. So I've got in here some white gel, and then I'm also going to use the color which is called 169. It's like a little bit of sparkle in there, and I'm just going to put it on the side because we will need it for some nails. And using the detailer brush, I'm just going to paint kind of leaf design. So on some of them, I'm mixing the white gel with it, and then I'm going to paint some leaves in here. Okay, so I want some leaves to come up in here. I'm not really like fussy about these ones as I am on the ones which are on the top, because they are kind of in the background, so they can be slightly bigger and they can be a more smudgy, more kind of milky shade. So I'm painting on top of this inhibition layer, which is going to make them kind of not as strong, and that's kind of an effect I want to achieve in there. Okay, then another one. So this is to create our background, because Emma themes is like there is lots of leaves, and that's why she chose a leaf design. And then we have on the middle finger, we have kind of recreated the pattern which is on the wedding dress. Okay, and then once this is done, we are swapping the hands. On this nail, I'm going to use the Demaster brush. That's a one-stroke brush and it's tiny. And I'm going to kind of paint some leaf pattern. So I'm picking up the white gel. On one side of my brush, so just clean it, and one side of my brush, kind of one stroke, but not one stroke. And I'm going to paint some leaves. I have cleaned the brush because I had some fluff in there. Because the brush is so small and it's angular, like it's create quite nice pattern. I wanted it also on the bottom as well. So I'm just really sliding the brush into different directions to create the sleeves. Change your hands. Okay, now I can apply the second layer on this one. So nice and thin layer. And then we are going to build up the structure. So I'm picking up the scoop of the product and build up my apex. Okay, perfected. And change. Okay, here I'm just adding another leaf, just in there, and one more on the top. And then once I'm happy, I'm going to cure it. Okay, and then on this one we are going to paint another leaf. So I've got a mixture here. This is a white gel with the drop of 187, which is like a light latte, and the drop of the red, just to kind of get it a little bit more pinkish color. And what I'm doing, I'm just adding another leaf in there. Okay, so just a wee line. And couple of the leaves. I'm going over the previous ones because it's a kind of layered look. Perfect, change. Okay, on this one we want to add some sparkle, and I'm going to use the clear gel, so fiber clear, and then 169, those sparkly color. It's really beautiful. So I'm just picking up a small drop of it on my brush together with the clear gel, and I'm just brushing through it. Hardly any sparkle, but I think it just gives a really nice look to it. Those kind of more wedding style look. Okay, clean my brush and pick up another scoop of the clear gel, just so we can apply the structure. So small apex, and then once you're happy, give it a cure, change. Okay, and then I can apply also clear gel over this one. So just clean my brush and pick up a scoop of the clear gel.
Sorry, just remind me your name again, please. I apologize.
Sure. Yeah. Palicka. And then build up our apex. Perfect, change. Okay, now we can shape those nails and do the design part 2, which will be on top. Thank you so much. Sorry guys, we are just laughing with Emma now because we had so many people, so much stuff going on right now. That was unbelievable. Okay, all sorted. Hopefully no more guests. But we got the parcels and the products which have been out of stock, they are back in stock. So you can head into our website and check it out because everything is back into stock right now. So I'm really pleased with it. Okay, I'm just perfecting the shape. I need to blend everything around the cuticle area. I actually love this nail, and shiny and matte as well. Like, I think it's so pretty. And I'm so glad actually Emma let me do recording on those nails. You know, guys, like just before the wedding there is so much stuff to organize, so much stress, and she's contributing her time to let us record it.
This is giving me a break though, isn't it?
Yeah, just time to chill out. Totally. Now I'm just buffing this nail to make sure it's nice and smooth. Then clean it and apply the top coat. So later on we can paint the final design on it. I'm going to use the matte top coat. So just a matte top coat. I actually quite like it with the sparkle, but I love sparkles, that's why. Perfect change. Okay, and then on those nails we need to shape them nice as well. Okay, so remove the inhibition layer. And this color looks really, really nice on its own. Perfect the shape. Emma's got amazing natural nails, like absolutely amazing. Her hands are so warm that's actually, by the time they cure, the gel really nicely self-level. I do not feel like I've got lots of filing to do. I'm really just correcting the shape, which is fantastic, obviously, because it's a huge time saver. I can see it. I mean, the nails looks really, really nice. And then buff it. I'm just going to use the cuticle bead to file a little bit of the product which I've got in a corner. Emma's cuticles are quite fragile at the moment because of the time of the year, and I don't want to file it too much with the hand file. With the cuticle bead I was more precise to blend the product on the side. So sometimes if it's needed, I help myself with the much smaller bead to reach the places which could be quite difficult to reach with the file, or which we will filing too close to the skin. Okay, that's me happy now. So remove the dust and apply matte top coat, and then white in here. We are going to use 173 as a white. Pull the nail folds down. Change. Okay, on this one I can move on into the next part. So going back to my piece of paper again and the Tyler brush. We are going to paint the detail, which will look kind of like a 3D. So I'm painting almost like a half a moon shape. Then the next one will be shorter. So it looks a little bit like a lace, a little bit like a leaves, a little bit like a flowers. Okay, so I'm just keep going. I'm going to do it only the top part at the moment, and the only reason for it is I want to save a mass time and I want to apply the second layer on the other hand, because here I've got just this nail to complete. You can also add some wee swirl on the side. Okay, change. I am applying the second layer of the white. And then the matte top coat over this one. So I can start preparing it for the design, the next part of the design. Perfect, change. Okay, I can quickly start finishing this one. And just doing the same. It's actually a really beautiful wedding design. Can I check the other finger for 1 second?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just make it more matching. Inside. Okay, I can apply matte top coat over this one. Because Emma likes her nails matte.
I do.
And then in here as well. Give it a freeze for 2 seconds, so just slide on top. And then we are going to do the final part of the design, which is the leaf on the ring finger. Perfect, I take it back. No, the top one, yeah. So the bottom is cooking because we don't apply any top coat because we want those 3D look. You have to cure it really properly. So I'm usually curing about 60, even to 90 seconds. Okay, and now I'm doing the same in here. Can I have a wee look on the other hand? I think it was here. No, it was here and then on the top. Okay, so I'm just painting a wee wavy leaf. And now I have swapped, guys, for the D-liner brush because it is much easier to achieve the nicer lines. And then the detailer brush for the leaves. Now I'm really precise with the leaves now. I want them to be so nice and pretty, not like the ones on the bottom. Because the ones on the bottom, we want them with those kind of smudgy look. Not too strong. And these ones, we want them nice, small, perfectly shaped. Because they are going to be those kind of 3D look. And I kind of make them a little bit longer at the tip. I feel like it always looks much prettier this way. Clean my brush so I can be more precise. Sometimes it's good to clean your brush with the excess of the product so the brush behaves nice. If you've got loaded product, too much loaded product on your brush, it just doesn't behave nice. Okay, another scoop. Prolong the leaf. And then we have to just paint the one on the side, and then I will be able to show you the final look of those nails. I have wiped it off because I must smudge it during the painting. Okay, I find that actually I can paint the leaves quicker if I'm painting one side first and then doing the other side. Okay, twist the finger a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. By twisting the finger this way, it is much easier for me to paint it because I can still keep my right hand at the same angle I was painting and then change the finger direction again. I use the finger changing direction quite a lot. Perfect change. And then that's us finished. I just need to perfect them, clean them, and then take a nice and beautiful thumbnail picture. So I like the layered look into those nails. But after you finish it, you have to remove the tiny bit of the inhibition layer, which is in there. Obviously clean the nails, perfect it, and then take a nice and beautiful thumbnail picture. So at the end, I'm just checking if there is any places I would like to touch up. I'm just doing so. I hope, guys, you have really enjoyed watching this tutorial and you have learned something new with it as well. And that's a beautiful set of the nails we have done it for Emma today. Obviously, when we put something wet over matte, it becomes a little bit shiny, but I just need to clean her hands well. And this set looks so beautiful. I'm sending you lots of glittery hugs and bye for now.